I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now.
Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Hooray, hooray, hooray. We're back, babes. We're back. Oh, we have so many things to get caught up on. I feel like it's been forever. It's way too long. I don't know what happened. Let's see. Where do we start? Happy Pride to all of my friends, family, readers, book lovers. I am always in awe of the beautiful people in my life who identify as LGBTQIA+, and I'm so happy that you're in my life, and I am forever an ally. So let's start with that. It has been forever, Sharon. Emmy is going to make an appearance. She is at my feet right now. She's like, "You want to come up?" She's going to say hi. I can feel it. She's doing the pre-jump. I'm just going to bring her up because she is desperate to come say hi. Do you want to say hello, Emmy? We need an Emmy cam. We definitely need an Emmy cam. I am recovering from COVID. Somehow I managed for 3 years to never get it. And, 10 out of 10, I do not recommend it. I'm not a fan. I have been in bed for a week, pretty much. And today I took like a 1.5 mile walk, which for me is nothing. Usually I walk like 4 or 5 miles a day. I know, Emmy. There she is. You want to smush your face?
Also, those earrings are getting some love.
Oh, my dear friend Liz. I just flipped it around. Aren't those great, Julie? My really good friend Liz designs these and sent me them. She's in Baltimore now, but we worked together for many years in Portland when we worked for the Alzheimer's Association, and she's an incredible graphic designer, and now she has earrings. I'll tag her because they're great too, because they're super light. I know I lost my unicorn status. I'm wearing my rainbow shirt, but yeah, it's okay. I feel so grateful for being in a space where we could quarantine, knock on wood, the tech guy, and I am definitely feeling better. Amy, it is horrible. Who would want this? I wouldn't wish this on April Ablin. I wouldn't wish this on Richard Lord. Like, I don't enjoy being sick. And it always is like a reminder of gratitude that I am healthy. Anyway, I'm super grateful that I got it this time of year because we have had every window and door open in our house for the last 10 days or whatever it's been. And neither the tech guy nor Sky guy has gotten it. So I'm very glad. I've been masked. I've been in quarantine. I got a negative test today. Hooray. So I'm back at it, but I'm going to obviously continue to take it slow. And I am feeling so much better. Sue, your husband and you both had it over New Year's. No, that's no fun. I know. I don't want to get it again either. I didn't want to get it to begin with, but I will definitely continue to do everything I can not to get it again. Anna Louise, you're so lucky. Keep your unicorn status. Keep that status, lady. Don't get it. Like I said, I don't recommend. I don't want it. Let's see what else. What else is new in your world? I want to hear all the things. Emmy is very happy that she also has me out of quarantine because she has been on the couch with the tech guy for like a week. Right? Is that true, kitten? Polly, you've had it 3 times. No, although fairly awful. Yeah, I know. Well, when I had called my doctor about it, she was like, well, yeah, it sounds like you have a mild case, but my mild case was like a fever for days and a cough. And anyway, I'm not coming on to be a complainer. I'm very grateful for my health and I'm glad that I'm feeling better, but I am a little bitter that I got it. Let's see what else. Okay, tell me what's new in your world. We are going to celebrate today because today is the release of a Brew to a Kill book. What are we calling this? Yay, tech guy. It's 6.6?
This is 6.5.
6.5. Okay.
Yeah.
6.5.
6.6 maybe at the end of the year.
Yeah, definitely at the
maybe.
end. I was
Yeah.
gonna go into that. I just couldn't remember
Okay.
because you came up with the half notes because they're shorts, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
um Marie, yes, let's talk about anything that's not COVID. Agreed, agreed. Oh yeah, we'll definitely talk about the Mystery Festival. I'm so excited about it. I'm just like on pins and needles as much as you all are. My part is done. I've invited the authors. We have the list of authors who are coming. I have the panel list that I can share with you, the panels that are going to happen. I know all of the events that are going to happen, but we're just waiting for the final information from Travel Ashland and the Chamber on the ticketed events because that's not my piece, but there's going to be like a kickoff party at Ashland Hills, which is just this beautiful hotel downtown, and there are going to be some mystery themed dinners, and it's going to be so much fun. What else? Oh, your boy on Thursday, Melinda. I'm going to be crying just the minute I hear pomp and circumstance. Are they graduating at school? Like, is that happening at school or are they somewhere else? I need to know. Bob and you and Bob made cherry cheesecake today. Nancy Grace, now I need cherry cheesecake in my life. Stat. That sounds amazing. Oh, George, I've been dying to know. You went to Martha Wells signings, all books signed in pre-orders, new Murderbot coming later this year. I'm not at all surprised that she was brutally funny. Why does that not surprise me? I just finished a Psalm of the Wild Built, which is kind of in the line of Murderbot, and I absolutely loved it. So great. I'll make sure to share that one too. Oh, Tech Guy, did you hear that? I know what I'm getting you for an early birthday present. Murderbot
Yeah, it comes out in November.
November. It's already on your list, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh,
so
definitely.
Great. Okay, yes, but let's talk more about Mystery Fest at the end. What I was going to say about now Emmy's biting me. Why are you biting me? What I was going to say is that my plan for these shorts, I've done 2 shorts now. So we did Hold On for Beer Life and now A Brew to a Kill, and we'll talk about the theme and everything that's going on in this one. And then I'm working on a 3rd short that we will put out in like late October, early November, which is going to be holiday themed. And for those of you who have been waiting, then I will do a print collection of all 3 because they're too short. They're shorts. They're too short to work in a print book when they're only 100 pages long. But when I have 3 finished, then I will also do a collection of all 3 with all of the recipes too. All of the shorts have recipes, which I absolutely love. And I had a blast making the recipes for this book in particular. So stay tuned for that because I do get a lot of questions and email about like, oh, but I don't read in ebook form. I promise it's coming. You just would not have an enjoyable experience with an ebook that is, like that big. Not so fun at all. Let's see. What else? This one takes place in the spring in Leavenworth. It is the launch of the farmers market season for the village, and Sloan and Garrett have started canning some of their beers. And this is a trend that we've noticed when the Tech Guy and I have gone to brew pubs. There are like canning machines and crowlers. Has anyone seen the crowlers? It's like a growler, but it's a crowler. It's in a can on site at a lot of the pubs. And canning used to be much harder, especially for smaller breweries to do, just because there's a lot of equipment involved. But as technology has improved, you see a lot of even nano-sized breweries like Nitro getting in the game. So that was kind of my inspiration for this. And then because this time of year in Leavenworth or anywhere you are in the Pacific Northwest is so gorgeous, and you should just soak up all of the vitamin D and be outside in nature and in the forest, I thought it would be fun to send a travel influencer to Leavenworth. So there's this young travel influencer who comes to Nitro and pitches them on the idea that he will pose at the top of a nearby alpine peak after his hike with a can of their beer and stylized photos, which, really does happen in real life. And so then, of course, a murder happens. Even though these are short, there is still a body, which I really enjoy. It's been super fun for me to write these because it's a different kind of a challenge. You have such a tighter space with only 100 pages, and there aren't as many suspects as you might find in a traditional mystery that's like 300 pages long. But I love that part of writing it because it really kind of forces me out of my box a little bit, where I have to go, okay, wait, this has to be tight. We need just maybe like 3 suspects, but hopefully it will keep you guessing. Beth, a lot of small breweries here, some can. Hard to sometimes get the beer canned right. Yeah, it's true. It takes some practice, right? Definitely. Yeah, it's its own thing for sure. They are the perfect size, Cat, right? And then you kind of have to drink it right away because it doesn't stay carbonated for long. So that's kind of a bonus. We were at Half Moon Bay like a month ago. In fact, I think I talked about this on the last live, and we went to Half Moon Bay Brewing, which was phenomenal. And they have crowlers. So, of course, we got a couple to take home. And then we had beer for the whole week, which was great. Julie, you've learned so much about brewing. Oh, I'm so glad. I love getting to weave in just those little bits of realism because I'm fascinated by the process, and I'm always trying to strike that right balance, I guess, between how much brewing information do I put in that doesn't then just like overwhelm or bore you, versus trying to give like a little taste of what it might really feel like to work in a small nano brewery. So I'm very excited about that. Let's see what else is of interest in this book. It's farmers market. Hans is making an appearance. In terms of reading it, you should kind of read it in order. You don't have to. You don't have to read anything in order, but if you are a series reader and you're serious about like trying to keep that thread, I would recommend reading it after Beer and Loathing. But there's nothing that's going to happen in the shorts that will dictate what happens in the full-length novels. I was really conscious and clear about that when I mapped out the 3 shorts and what I wanted to do with each of them, so that I think of them as almost like bonus content in a little way, which is so fun. Yeah, brewing is keeping stuff 99% clean. It's absolutely true. Like all of brewing is cleaning. The best brewers are cleaning, 100%.
It's 100%. It's 99%. That's totally true. It's and it's not just cleaning; it's sanitation, because the thing that makes beer so great is yeast, and yeast is everywhere. I mean, literally everywhere. So you do not want yeast on your equipment when you go to brew another batch. Bad things will happen.
Bad batches.
And sometimes great things too. I mean, because that's actually how beer got invented accidentally. But anyway, yeah, 99% sanitation is 99% of brewing. Brewing well. You can brewing is actually really easy. Brewing well is not. So.
It's an art and a science, 100% for sure with that. Tech Guy, while you're still popping up, pop back up.
Sorry, I gotta unmute myself. We got 3D printers galore going in here right now.
The workspace, the tech space is on fire. We're going to do some giveaways tonight. Are you thinking, I literally today is kind of my first full day out of quarantine since I tested negative finally. So we have been texting and not really talking other than him delivering food outside of the bedroom door. Do you want to announce those, or do we want to just like pick winners at the end? And what have you put together in your masterful craft room?
No, I'll announce them. We're going to give away tonight. I've got a couple of laser engraved leatherette. Emphasis on the et. But, okay. Nitro bottle openers. They're magnetic too, so they'll stick to your fridge, to your barbecue. Well, don't stick it to your barbecue, then it'll get all burned. But so we're going to do a couple of those.
You can stick them in your backpack and then hike.
That's true, but But you really want to take cans when you backpack because then you can crush them, and they're a lot lighter than bottles and less dangerous. And then the other thing, we're going to give away a couple of. I have 3 packs of Sloan inspired candles with.
Oh, I have one here.
Yeah, so we have. Except that's a big one. These are 3. They're this size.
They're the little minis. They're so cute.
But I mean, these still you can get somewhere between 15 and 18 hours of burning out of these. But anyway, we have hops, we have apple strudel, and German chocolate cake.
Love it.
And thank you to the patrons who got some of these testers and gave feedback. That was helpful. So because
that was super helpful.
You're terrible at the feedback. That's great. I love it. It's great. I love it. And
I was like, no, German chocolate that's plenty of chocolate. And then no,
it wasn't nearly enough.
It's true.
So anyway, just keep commenting, throw in thumbs up, hearts, whatever, and I've got a little app that will run, and we'll just pick some people at random to give away some prizes, and then there's some more news coming at the end of this live where we'll talk about some other surprises that are coming. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. I see what you're doing. Tech guy. I feel ya. Okay, well, you know me and trivia. I love a good trivia night. And Sloan and Garrett at Nitro, because, in the winter, things are slower. They have been hosting some pub trivia. And I thought I would offer up Nitro's version of pub trivia tonight. So we've got some questions that are in line with a brew to a kill. I peppered in a few hiking, outdoorsy questions. There could be some beerish questions, some German questions, and I think we should just have some fun with it. You do not have to get the answers right to win tonight because, like the tech guy said, he's just going to pick random names. This is all for fun, just for fun, for our brew to a kill. So I think without further ado, we should get right to it. Okay. Question number 1. I know, Taylin, aren't they so cute?
They will be. I'm working on it. So, yeah.
He's been a busy guy. He's been having to be chef for me all week in my quarantine. Hi, kitten. She's going to come back up. Okay. Let's see. Moving on to our trivia. Oh, this one, I feel like this one should be a slam dunk, but maybe not. Maybe I'll be wrong. This iconic flower is most associated with the Alps. And I picked this question because when I look at the cover for A Brew to a Kill, I think of this flower comes to mind. That's all I'm going to say. Yes, of course. You all have it right away. Michelle, Melinda, Edelweiss. I'm not going to say it.
I'll show the answer, but it looks like everybody's got it.
Yeah, slam dunk, right? No problem. Anyway, the tech guy designed this cover. Is it too much for you to go back and show the cover again?
No, it's one click.
Oh, it's one click. Look at that. This is very Leavenworth-esque, but it's also, what I imagine. I mean, I have been to Germany, but not in the winter when there would still be snow on the Alps. So I just think it's so Sound of Music. I could imagine somebody running through that beautiful field of little spring flowers, and then you've got the mountains in the back, and of course in this one we have the horrendously cracked phone with the skull because our beer influencer may or may not have met a very untimely death, as often happens in my books. Yikes. The hills are alive. They're alive with murder. It's true. Okay, so Edelweiss.
Actually, I learned something when I was putting those slides together because I never, Cherry's comment made me laugh because I never knew that it was a flower. I just knew it was a song.
Oh, you didn't know it was a flower?
No.
I didn't know that.
I had no idea.
You. What?
I had no idea. Yeah.
No.
So, I became smarter today.
Okay, but see, this is because you listen to music and I listen to lyrics.
Yeah,
Because
right.
if you listen to the lyrics of that song, you would definitely know it's a flower. We're going to play that tonight.
Edelweiss is literally the only word of that song that I know. I mean,
Bloom
no
and
joke.
grow,
No
bloom
joke.
and grow.
I
No?
don't pay attention to song
I don't
lyrics.
know.
I
This
know.
might be divorce worthy. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
I really
This is
don't.
a reveal we didn't need tonight.
I enjoy the music too much to listen to the words. So
That's hilarious. Okay. Well, we're definitely gonna circle back to that. But in the meantime, right? Emmy knows. Emmy,
see, I
what?
wasn't the only one. See,
Oh no!
there
Don't
we
give
go.
him any fodder. No, do not back him up on this. That's hilarious. Now everybody's gonna go listen to. Oh, Diane. Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. Now he's never gonna let me live this down. Everyone is gonna go listen to that song when we're done with the live. Paula, I thought it was about a girl when I was little. Every morning you greet me. It's awesome. Hello, welcome. Oh, that's so great. I need some Fräulein Maria, but I will not even go near attempting to sing because that would definitely kill the live for sure.
That would be best for everyone.
Yeah, that will definitely be. Michelle, your mom once told a couple in Germany Edelweiss instead of Alrita Shing when you were leaving. That's awesome. Edelweiss, love you. Have flowers. Oh, so great. So great. I love this group. Okay. Moving on to number 2. I did not know this. And now this is going to change how I say cheers or Prost for sure. So you must do this when you say cheers or Prost. What is your guess? Emmy is just too much today. I know, Anna Louise, that concert is like, whew, so much. Julie, that's a good glass. Raise a glass, Cajun pink or peach, clink glasses. Drink, George. That's yes, literal. Yes, you must do that. Lift, Lenny, that's a good guess. Clink is Chelsea. There's a lot of clinking. I feel like clinking. I don't know if I added the little caveat that these beerish questions are all based on German culture. Hi, Jazzy. Woohoo! I gotta think if we are giving away stickers tonight. There are stickers. There's Sloan sticker packs coming. Cindy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Yeah, let's give a couple of those away too.
Oh, did you say that? Maybe you didn't say that.
I didn't.
See, that's how much I'm paying attention.
But I have some right here. So yeah.
Now I have
all right.
Emmy hair in my mouth. Cindy and Jamie, look people in the eye. You look people directly in the eye when you say Prost. Maintain eye contact. Prost. I am giving you a Prost. I didn't know that. I feel like I'm usually pretty good at eye contact, but now I'm going to be hyper vigilant whenever I say cheers or a toast, because apparently it's bad luck if you don't. So nobody wants bad luck. No, not at all. You too, Jamie. Hello. It's how many days are we to Halloween? You must know. Tell me now. You've got to be like on the full countdown. Is your yard already decorated? Are you wearing a costume tonight? I need to know all the things.
Suyin has a great question.
What happens if it doesn't? Then I should have, I feel like that one is 7 years bad luck. 7 years bad luck. There was another that was just like general bad luck, but we don't want 7 years bad luck. So no, I know, Julie, I was thinking that too. What if you were in a group? Are you like Prost? It's a lot of pressure. I'm not sure. 7 years of flat beer, totally Cajun Beach. Okay, we're on 147 days until Halloween. That is awesome because the next bake shop coming out is Halloween. So we're gonna have to blow that out somehow. I don't know how, but it's got to be great. I know, Lily, 7 years of bad luck. How terrible would that be? Okay, moving on to
Actually, I just wanted to say it's 202 days until Christmas.
Oh, Oh, first you don't know Edelweiss is a flower. Now we're talking Christmas. Oh, this is going off the rails fast. Off the rails. Okay, this is a bookish question. So this one goes out to anyone who, has been a loyal Sloan reader since the start. This is the hiking area that Sloan often enjoys, and it is a real place in Leavenworth. I will also let you know that it is so popular in the spring and summer that if you want to backpack through this area and overnight camp, you have to put in for the lottery and get a permit to do so, because they want to make sure that I don't know if you can hear Emmy in the mic, but she's kissing the mic every few minutes. So just know that you have to put in for the lottery because they want to maintain the beautiful open space that it is.
Before we get to the comments, before
Tiffany,
we get to the answer, I just want you to look at the comments about Christmas. Yes.
In the wood, Blackbird. I think Paula was just there. The enchantments. Yes, it is the enchantments. And it's so interesting because I've heard from a number of readers about how much they love a few of the names that I've created for this series, like the Enchantments and Icicle Ridge and Blackbird Island. And those are all actually real places in Leavenworth that I have taken my inspiration from. So I love it. I know the kitty, maybe she's just needing some like Edelweiss, like singing time, because she was just stuck on the couch for so long. You gotta Lori, what's Lori getting?
Lori's getting a bottle opener.
Woo! Congratulations, Lori.
Yeah, Lori. Yeah, bottle opener.
And if people win tonight, they should message me, right?
Yes. Yeah, either on social media, private message. Please do not put your mailing address in the comments. I say it every time, but I just feel like I have to. Or via her website at elliealexander.co.
Awesome. Yes. Woo! Congrats. Okay. So now we know. Maintain eye contact while you are toasting when you're out in a hike in the enchantments. We're doing well. We got it. Okay, moving on. What's our next question? This one is interesting. This one came up because even though Sloan is a brewer first and foremost, she likes to dabble in the kitchen. She's making these beautiful farm style breakfasts for their overnight guests at the Air Brew and B, or Air Beer and B. And Ursula, of course, her mother-in-law, is a prolific German baker. So I was researching bread for this book because I thought she was going to make a German bread, but it turns out to be a different recipe in the book, which is fine. But I could not believe this. How many officially recognized types of bread are there in Germany? Officially recognized. Not even close. 16, no, 10, 2,600. Keep going. I was stunned because as I'm trying to name breads myself, I quickly lost any new ideas after about like 20 on my own. I know, right, Sue? Ian, we need bread right now. I need a lovely loaf of something. Okay, we'll move on. It is 1,000. It is 1,000. Book fan. Hey, you got it. Laura, yes, it's 1,000. Can you believe that? 1,000 officially recognized types of breads. And of course, then I know, stupid America and our boring bread. We should all just pretend like we're German or European or something. Recognized by name, I'm not sure, but recognized by like the country in terms of standards. I was reading through the list and it's like a zillion names that I'm not even going to try to attempt because I would butcher them. But yeah, not low carb, Beth. No, definitely not low carb, but also fantastic. I feel like my next trip is going to need to be just like a bread tasting tour of Germany that I never even knew I needed, but now I'm pretty sure I do. Absolutely. It's like a pretzel could count for sure, Laura. And that has to be like part of the impetus, I would think, of that. And then you have all the like the sweet breads. All of those things are categorized as a bread, but still that's a lot of types of bread. In fact, as somebody who's written, 30 plus mysteries, most of which include a lot of recipes for baking, like that's blowing my mind a little bit. But I'm like, we could do a bread tour where you have a little sample of bread and then you have a little beer to wash it down. Yeah, that's some good math, Shaylin. That's impressive. And a commitment that I feel like, I might be okay with. I might be behind. Okay, Jazzy, let's go. Let's do it. Bread tour. Who's in? That'll be next. We'll do the Mystery Fest this year, and then next year we'll go on a bread tasting tour. I'm totally down for that. Okay. What's our next question, Tech Guy? Oh, yes. This is also something that I had no idea. And I don't believe that I've done this in Germany before, but I know for sure that I have done this many times in America. I have toasted with this, and I had no idea that it was bad luck. And I'm going to have to change my ways. I'm definitely going to have to change my ways. Marshmallows. Yes. Oh, you all know so fast. Good job, Gretchen. Yes, Jamie, Sue, everybody, water. I'm drinking water tonight. I've got my liquid IV. I'm rehydrating as I'm healing. And apparently it is very bad luck and bad taste to toast with water. What if you don't drink? The article that I read didn't go into detail about that, but it just said that you're not supposed to toast with water. So that's problematic. I mean, as a fan of water, water's probably my preferred drink throughout the day. I don't know. Maybe you just don't toast, or you just make really great eye contact and hold it there and go, yeah. Does it count for tea too? I don't know. I clearly need to do some more research on this, because I did think a few of these would be fun little Easter eggs to add in to the next Sloan short. So when you read it, you'll be like, oh, wait a minute, we know this from trivia. So I'll keep you posted. I don't know if coffee and tea, if it's just beer. So many questions that I did not have the time to answer today, but I will get back to you with these burning questions. I promise. Well, now I want to toast to water with my Darth helmet toaster. Yes, exactly. Do it. Be a rule breaker, George. Live on the edge. Okay, Tech Guy. Someone toasts with water and dies. Oh my gosh, I kind of want to take a note right now, Diane. That's brilliant. That's the hook for the next Sloan short. Somebody in the pub like raises a water glass. Oh, okay. I like this. I like this a lot. And then Ursula or Otto or someone could inform Sloan of this, because I feel like Sloan would not know this. Although maybe we're going to go down a rabbit hole now, because now I have to think, like, do the Krauses know this? Do Otto and Ursula know this? Has this been a thing in their family? Because probably yes. Oh boy. Wow. Okay. I got to focus. All right. Oh, okay, good.
Sorry, I snuck that one in on you.
Thank you. That's good, because now I'm like, ooh, where do I go with this?
Tammy's winning some stickers. Sloan Krause sticker pack.
Yay, Tammy! Stickers coming at ya. Yes, Taylin, exactly. It wasn't water; it was poison. See, this is seriously problematic now, because now my brain is just going to be like, whoop, whoop, whoop. We're writing a whole story. I got it all set. I need to take a note, but no. Okay, we're doing the live. But that's brilliant, and that might be how book. What is that going to be? 6.6? Is that what we decided is going to start? Anyway.
If that's the short, yeah.
That's the short, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. 6.6. Yep.
Okay. We got to go back to question number 6. Okay. The beer purity law was introduced in Bavaria in 1516. What does it stipulate? There might have already been guesses. If you drink too much beer, you won't be around for long. Ingredients: water, barley, hops to make beer. Kat, you nailed it. Way to bring it. Lisa, I'm glad you're looking forward to this storyline. I'm gonna have to actually write it. This is super interesting. So obviously it's not true today, but in the 1500s, only water, barley, and hops could be used to produce beer. We're missing a key ingredient, which the tech guy talked about earlier: yeast. There is always yeast in beer. And if you've read the Sloan series, you'll know that Garrett and Sloan took the guest rooms upstairs and themed them after each of those 4 ingredients. But back in the time, yeast was not a known ingredient for brewing. So that's super fascinating. Who knew? Who knew? I didn't even know you could brew without yeast. You can, and I don't know that I have ever sampled a beer. Tech guy, have you? Have you ever sampled a yeast-free beer?
No, because yeast is actually what gives it the alcohol. The yeast dissolving the sugars that come out of the barley or the malt. They eat the sugar and poop out the alcohol. That's the technical. That's
like
technical
that,
term.
wow,
Right?
I sure want a beer right now.
That is brewing terminology right there.
I love it. Okay. Moving on. Sloan and Garrett are definitely using yeast for sure. All right. This one, I don't think Sloan has talked so much about Mount Rainier. Mount Rainier is the nearest biggest mountain to Leavenworth. If you're talking like, full skiing, obviously they're skiing on like the ski hill and everything like that. But Mount Rainier is the big daddy, the granddaddy of them all. And it's kind of in between Leavenworth and Seattle. But I was trying to suss out how many tourists hike in this region every year. And the closest stat that I could come up with was this, because, otherwise you've got like the PCT trail, the Pacific Crest Trail. So you have hikers who go through that. And then obviously there's tons of hiking throughout all of the Northern Cascades. But no one has really kept stats in terms of how many people are like hiking in the region in general. So this was my closest guess to get into the zone of a Brew to Kill, where you would imagine you have backpacking tourists, which is definitely a thing. If you are visiting any of the national parks or Leavenworth or the Enchantments, you will definitely see backpackers throughout the summer. One fun thing that we would do, especially in Ashland, is like pass by the PCT through hikers on the trail, because you can walk different stretches of it. So that's always fun. And you could tell for sure the hardcore hikers who are going, 1,000 miles from LA up to BC. Okay. Lots of good guesses. 100,750. Tammy, you're close. It's 1.5 million tourists visit Mount Rainier National Park every year. I don't know how many of those tourists as a subset are hiking through the park, but if you're visiting the park, I'm guessing that there's probably part of you that's getting out for a little stroll or some kind of a hike. That's a pretty amazing number for a national park, and it makes me very happy. So I think Sloan would definitely be thrilled with the fact that they have this very important beer influencer who's hiking with their nitro products and passing them on to all of his followers. So fun. Okay. Last but not least, I think we have one more left. Is that right, Tech Guy, for my trivias? Oh,
yeah, but
first we're doing a giveaway.
But first we're doing a giveaway. Let's see. We've got. I lost the button. There we go. I'll disappear for a second.
Hey, Taylin.
Yeah. Taylin's gonna win some candles. So the Sloan candle 3-pack.
Awesome. You're going to love them. And the German chocolate one might have a touch more chocolate now that I'm not involved in being the final.
We'll have more chocolate for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Anna Louise, you were off by $500,000. No big deal. Yeah. Laura, do people hike in the winter or only the 3 seasons? No, people definitely hike through the winter. I mean, obviously, there's more tourism in the summer for outdoor activities like hiking. The PCT trail, the through hikers don't really do much of that in the winter just because there's so much snow. It would be hard, but there's definitely mountaineering and alpining and for sure. Yeah, there's definitely winter hiking too. Marty, when you were at Mount Rainier, it was hidden in the clouds part of the time. That always happens. That always happens. Same thing for Crater Lake, which is down by Ashland. We have lucked out on a few of our visits, but that's always the joke. You go to the lake and you never see the lake because it's shrouded by clouds, of course. Okay, last but not least, we have one more trivia question, and this is in the same line as the others. There's a theme of luck involved in beer, apparently.
Wait, can I hijack things for a minute? There was a comment came up. Kat said Rogue Brewery did it. Yeah, the infamous beard beer.
Oh my gosh.
So yes, this is a real thing. Rogue Brewery is headquartered in Oregon for those who don't know, and their master brewer, they harvested some yeast from his beard, and they actually brewed a beer using that yeast. So for anyone who doesn't know about brewing, if you're ever at a brewery and they offer you, a lot of the times it's referred to as open fermentation. I mean, if you're adventurous, go for it. But what that means is the fermentation tank is open. Yeah, it's just open to the air, and they let the natural yeast of the environment ferment in the beer. That means anybody that goes in that room could potentially shed yeast into the beer. So just think about that when you're drinking. It's I mean, I've actually had some open fermentation beer and it's been good. I've had some bad. It's a thing. It's a thing.
That's a way to put it. It's a thing. This is your public service announcement tonight.
That's right.
The tech guy's advice. No, that's just no.
Yeah, George put it perfectly.
I do. Yeah, exactly. Yes. As I'm recovering from COVID.
Yeah.
You don't want me anywhere near your fermentation tanks right now. Negative test or no. Yeah. Now I'm thinking of like, ooh, somebody who's doing that as a brewing process, they could die in a future book too. Or someone could die from their beer because, gross, right? So many good things tonight. I didn't realize that I was going to have ideas for future Sloan stories. So thank you. We're definitely crowdsourcing this tonight. To be fair, the beer is good.
Yeah, no, the beer was actually really good. I enjoyed it. It's just, you got to get past the whole part of like they harvested yeast from his beard, but
the alcohol kills it all off. Right?
The alcohol does kill it off. That's true. So
it's sanitary.
It is sanitary. Yep.
It's just hard to wrap your head around. Yeah. I know. Lori, I'm going to be spending way too much time in the comments tomorrow. I'm just going to be like, oh yeah. Oh, okay. And that I'll take a little bit of that. We got some beard yeast. We've got some toasting with water. So many gems tonight. Yeah, you do. Bring it on. I love it. Okay. We have one more last question for real this time. In German beer culture, you are supposed to do this before you take your first sip. This was fascinating to me because this is something that I do sort of, that's part of like the collective, I would say. But I don't do this before I drink a beer. That's not how I would use this technique or this superstition, I would say. Maybe a superstition is a better. Cajun Peach, someone was offered open fermentation and passed, and only had water to toast with and had bad luck and blamed the brewer. I mean, it's writing itself, right? I mean, it's just pure gold. Who knew? Yes, 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 yes. Smell it. Oh, that's a good guess. Offer someone else a drink, sniff it, make a wish, burp. Smell the beer, tap your glass on the counter. Use the nose. Gag, smell. Did I miss any? They go by so fast.
Tailing got it.
Yeah, tap on the table. Yes, knock on the table. You're supposed to knock on the table and then take your first sip. Knock and sip. I think of like knocking on wood, if you say something and you don't want to jinx it. That's definitely in my ethos. Like, okay, I shouldn't have said that, knock on wood. But I did not know that about beer. Does anyone do that? These are all things now that I have to go back and decide whether or not this is also something that the Krause family would be doing. Swirl it like wine. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I would say beer aficionados definitely smell it and like, they do treat it like the same way that you would treat a nice glass of wine for sure.
I forgot to knock on the table when I poured my beer before the live, so I'm going to have to go back and have another one tonight.
Yeah, you probably are. It's a sign. It's a sign. You didn't even tell us what you were drinking tonight.
I'm drinking my new favorite beer, which is Weekend Vibes by Coronado Brewing out of San Diego. Man, if there's anybody on from Coronado Brewing or knows anybody from Coronado Brewing, like they hit this one out of the ballpark. It is fantastic. I love it.
Love it.
Five stars.
Whoa, 5 stars. Okay.
I've only given like maybe half a dozen beers 5 stars.
You're not a big 5-star. You're not loosey goosey with your 5 stars. You play those cards a little closer to the chest usually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay. All right. Good to know. That so concludes our trivia. Thank you for playing. If we were at the pub, you would also be getting served some delicious pretzels, maybe some cheese fondue sauce. What else? Some pints if you were so inclined. Maybe a slice of German chocolate cake. All of those things would be happening. There would probably be some music playing in the background, and then Garrett and Sloan and Kat, who has become quite a regular at Nitro, would be, circling through to make sure that you don't need a refresher or your drink topped off. So yeah. Laura, you're drinking a watermelon oolong tonight. That sounds delicious. Hi kitten. Who won trivia? That's right. I don't know. We were on the honor system. So raise your hand if you're the winner. Obviously, like I think Emmy won is what she's trying to tell me. She's back and she's decided that she should be on my lap. Oh, the Doritos, Jazzy. Yes. What was I thinking? Doritos, of course. Absolutely Doritos. For a brew to a kill, I think Doritos do make an appearance. April Ablin and like the broader cast of characters are in this book, just a touch because it's a short, but I can't do anything without a little touch of April Ablin. She has to make an appearance at some point because I just have to know what she's wearing and what she's demanding that Sloan should do next. It's my favorite part of writing these books. I take way too much pleasure and delight in that, as I'm sure you can tell. Thanks for playing along. That's so fun. I learned a lot. And like I said, putting these together definitely gave me inspiration for working on Sloan's next short. So that's going to be great. And that one will definitely be holiday themed. So I think all of the German Christmas cakes, the holiday markets. Oh yeah, I can't wait. Okay, let's see what is coming up next. We talked a little bit at the start about the Ashland Mystery Fest. If you haven't already, save the date for October 20th through 22nd. Events are going to kick off Friday night. So Friday, October 20th, the first event will be that evening. It'll be a very casual cocktail drop-in kind of event. All 10 authors will be there. We will be stationed throughout the hotel. The hotel is very Agatha Christie-esque. There's a conservatory. There's an outdoor English garden. So you'll get to come meet us all, say hi. Oh, hey, look, there's all the authors. So excited. It's going to be Amazing. So that's kind of the like big event for Friday night. That is the event that I'm still waiting on final details for from the powers that be that are putting on that piece of it. And then Saturday will be panels at the library throughout the day. All of the panels will be free and open to the public. And you won't need tickets for any of the events. You don't need a ticket to come to the Mystery Fest. The event itself, the whole weekend of activities are all complimentary, minus these like add-on things so like that Friday night cocktail party kickoff event. The panels will take place all throughout the day at the library. We're working to try to get them live streamed, so fingers crossed. I can't make any promises, but we're hoping that at least maybe the panels we could share more broadly. And then all day throughout the day on Saturday, there will be author pop-ups throughout town. So like Jennifer Chow, who writes the bubble tea series, the LA Night Market series, she will be at the boba tea shop. Or Angela Sanders, who writes her witch series, she'll be at Elder Apothecary. So we're pairing authors with the same sort of theme of their book around town. So you'll kind of have the experience of fully immersing yourself in Ashland and getting to walk to all of the different spots. Those are all free. There's going to be wine tasting. There's going to be a mysterious pub crawl on Saturday night. The Winchester Inn, which is where A Cup of Holiday Fear is set, is doing a fully immersive mystery dinner, complete with actors and a mystery that's going to be solved while you're having your delicious courses and lovely drinks. The Oregon Cabaret Theater is going to have Sherlock Holmes going. I am writing a mystery that is fully interactive that you solve all throughout town. So you'll have to go to all of the places that have been featured in the Bake Shop Mysteries, and you'll have clues at each of them. And then once you think you know who has done it, you will return to Paddington Station, aka London Station in the books, and there will be an entire room with the reveal of what really happened, and there'll be prizes for that. It's going to be so much fun. Yes, Paula, the Bloomsbury Books will be selling all of the books. You can bring your own books to have authors sign. I don't know if there will be book sales at the library or not yet. That's one of the things that we're working on, whether or not readers can go to the bookstore, grab a book. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. The panels are going to be super fresh and fun. So like one of the panels is going to be with the Ashland Police and perhaps a special police guest who might be part of this group to talk about all the things that would actually never happen on a crime scene. One of the panels is going to be groups of my author friends who are coming, taking readers throughout Ashland and learning how to tail or lose a tail. So really like imagine everything being fully interactive and immersive, and getting to just like stroll through the streets, stopping in at shops. All of the shops and restaurants are going to have like mysterious specials, food and drink. There are going to be actors popping out throughout town. So like the whole town is getting involved, which is so exciting. I can't believe it.
We have some other questions.
Okay, yeah.
You want me to throw them up on the screen?
Yeah, you bet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know some of this stuff you're not going to know the answers to, but then everybody will know that you don't know the answers.
Exactly.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's start with, and then there are a couple others that I want to comment on too.
Mm-hmm,
but
mm-hmm. You got
let's see.
I don't know. I thought they would have been on sale a while ago. So like every few days I'm checking in like where are we at for the ticketed events. Hopefully I would like to say any day now, but I've been thinking that for a while. So as the minute that I hear that all of those ticketed events, and really it's it's just with like a couple of the hotels. The Winchester Mystery Dinner, those are up and you can purchase those now. But everything else is what we're still waiting on. So the minute I get those, I will share them out broadly. But I would like to say that, like, for the most part, 80% of the events are not ticketed. All, like I'm saying, like all of the panels, the author pop-ups, pub crawls, the shops, like solving the mystery, all of that is just part of the weekend.
Okay, there's some related questions. One is from Jamie, who has a super creepy profile photo.
I love it. Yes, I will share it. It's ashlandmysteryfest.com, or you can go to Travel Ashland.
I think I can share it.
Okay. There it is.
That's not the...
Oh, Cherry already shared it. Thanks in the comments. Yes, you can go to travelashland.com/mysteryfest, or you can just go to ashlandmysteryfest.com. Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Cherry had a question, actually.
Are the authors in the library panels, are they only selling books at the pop-ups? All of the authors are going to be on at least 2 panels. Where are my... Do I have them right here? This was my piece of the event, and I have to tell you, I can't even begin to tell you how many hours I spent trying to figure, because I'd be like, okay, so on Saturday morning, panel 1 is going to be Ellie Alexander, Kira Davis, Gigi, blah, blah, blah. What would never happen at a crime scene. Okay, and then while that's happening, Tamara Berry will be at Northwest Nature Shop. But then I would get farther down and then realize, no, Tamara's on a panel at 11:20 with Emmeline Duncan. So anyway, this was for my non-math and I'm spatially challenged, I guess is what I want to say, mind. This was a great exercise. But I've done it. All of the authors have reviewed their panels and their pop-ups. And so every author will be on at least 2 panels. And then every author will have at least 1 pop-up in town. So, like the whole goal is that you could, if you're coming as a reader, you could be like, okay, I want to go to Lockpicking Secret Codes and Poisons with Gigi and Kate and Jennifer at 12:40. I definitely have to be at that panel. But then in the afternoon, I think I want to go see CJ at Funnigan Games and talk to them about their board game mystery, or like whatever. So the idea is movement, that I want you to get to feel like you're experiencing Ashland the way that Jules and all the characters in the series do. So, like you can go pop into a panel and then pop over to a pop-up, or walk down and get a coffee at one of the shops, like get at one of like the spicy murderous drinks that are going to be on sale, or wander over to Lithia Park. So the whole idea is not to be just like in one big conference room all day, or like one hotel room where you're just like moving from room to room. It's the idea is just to really fully experience Ashland. So yeah. Jessica, are any 2 events overlapping? A little bit. There are a few overlapping pop-ups and panels. The panels will only be Saturday because the library is closed on Sundays. So all the panels will take place Saturday. The pop-ups take place all day Saturday and Sunday until about noon, because I figure, if people are traveling to Ashland, it's quite a haul to get to Ashland, I know. So we wanted to allow time for return travel on Sunday afternoon. But the way that I did it with the panels is that, let's say, there's a panel from 12:40 to 1:30. And one of the authors that you want to see that panel, and you also want to go to somebody's pop-up. The pop-ups are all like an hour or longer. So I slotted them from like 12:50 until 1:40 or whatever, so that you could finish the panel and then run over and see whoever you want in the pop-up, if that makes sense. I don't even know if it makes sense in my mind. It's just like a beautiful mind happening here with my panel planning, but I'm quite proud of myself. And I'm so excited for the authors and the panels. What are the other panels? The Ashland Police, what never happens at a crime scene. We've got our interactive how to tail a suspect and how to lose a tail. So I cannot wait for that. I want to clone myself and be at all of them too, which is going to be so problematic. Because I want to film what it looks like to watch these groups trying to like tail each other down the mean streets of Ashland. We've got lockpicking, secret codes, and poison, and then how to write and stage the perfect death scene. That's going to be with some actors too. So we'll have a group of mystery writers and actors talking about how to stage a death scene. And then the last one is card games, card readings, sleuths, and sidekicks. And so that is going to be super fun. Angela Sanders is going to do some tarot card reading. CJ has a board game coming out, so they're going to do some fun stuff with cards. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. Yeah. Okay, what other questions? Price range. I know that for the opening kickoff cocktail party, because that's going to be like a drink and light hors d'oeuvre sort of a thing and mingling. I think their goal was to try to keep that at like $30 ish. Don't quote me for sure. I think for the other ticketed events, which are going to be the Winchester mystery dinner, and there's also going to be a full dinner at Lark's, which is the restaurant attached to Ashland Springs. I believe that one is also going to be Saturday night. They're trying to do a few things, and there could be other restaurants that add into the pub crawl will be Saturday night too. So then it's like, how do you pick? I know those will be a little bit higher in terms of price point. I would think, they're probably targeting 100 to maybe 130 to 150 for those events, because that will be all inclusive in terms of you'll be getting a multi-course meal, wine, and then they'll be paying the actors that way. But I don't again, I know that it's weird because I'm the author. So that's my end of it. The events at the hotels are, that's all from the hotels. I'm not involved in any way, shape, or form in the pricing. I'm not making any money on that. That's all on them. So I don't know for sure is the long and short, but I think like realistically, when we were having initial meetings, that was kind of the price range that had come up. Yeah, so you can totally bring your daughter.
Oh, sorry. A couple of people asked about like, will there be a list that they can look at before they get there? And yes, that'll be on the website.
This will all be going up on the website as well. Yeah, all of the panels. I think the last thing that the Travel Ashland and the Ashland Chamber are waiting on are other partners in town who might want to offer, like we're talking about, they're like, everyone's excited now, of course. So they've been working with other restaurants and shop owners to see like, what else would you like to offer in terms of, potentially an add-on sort of event. But yeah, this should be up soon, I would think, because that's all final. Those are done. And I know the other thing that is being worked on that end is finalizing the pop-up locations. I had sent kind of a list based on all the books and what everyone's writing. And I think they're working with their business community partners to make sure like time and everything works for that too. I know I am like a teacher planning a field trip. Whew, my planning skills they're being put to the test, but no, it's been so much fun. And it's been so much fun to come up with the panel ideas and brainstorm with the mystery authors who are coming. It's going to be amazing.
Oops, that one went away. Yeah, this is the plan, but it really depends on how much work it ends up being. And
I know. Yeah.
The logistics.
It's been a bigger undertaking than I thought, but it's going to be totally worth it. And the goal is that we're building a foundation, hopefully, for this becoming an annual event. So yeah, definitely.
Okay, I actually, there are probably still more questions coming in, and I'll just tell everybody like that's honestly like the extent of the information at this point. So we will get more information as soon as we have it. We'll put it up online. It'll be on the website. We'll put it all over social media, everything. We'll let you know. But I'm going to take over for a second because some of these comments are for me, and George, I'm going to be there. So, I mean, show up, and yeah, we'll have stuff to do for sure. And then Taylin asked if I have an Untapped account. Ooh. I do, yes. Yeah. I'll share that at a later time. We'll talk about that in a minute. And you can look at the 1,300-ish beers that I've tried and rated on it. But this idea, Anna Louise, this is amazing. I hadn't even thought. I had wanted to get back into brewing for a while now, and that I hadn't thought of that, but that would be, I mean, Nitro is actually going to become a brewery on Untapped now, and I'm going to brew.
Oh my gosh,
Nitro's
I love
beers.
that idea. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. That's it for me.
And someone, I think it was a Speech Bump Bookworm, had suggested a costume contest, or just encouraging costumes, either or. So I have forwarded that idea onto, because I definitely would love to see like a lot of Sherlocks. I want deerstalker hats, like you name it. Yes. So
that would be amazing.
Okay. Let's see. What's coming up?
I'm gonna go away for a second.
We have so much to cover tonight.
Yeah, Lisa Rowe. Lisa got another bottle opener here to give away. So send us your mailing address and we'll get that out to you.
Love it. You have a question about my big 5-0. Yeah, hit me with it, Cherry. Okay, while you're doing that, coming up next, because Jamie, now we know our countdown to Halloween has begun. The next Bake Shop comes out August 22nd. Catch me if you candy. I cannot wait to share this one with you. And then after that, we have a smoking bun, or what did we end up calling it? The smoking bun? A smoking bun.
It's a smoking bun, yeah.
We went back and forth way too long on the title for that. That's going to come out next February. So those are the next 2 books in the Bake Shop Mysteries. And I'm already done with book 19. So there's lots more to come there. And then, like I mentioned, I will be putting out the Sloan short collection for the holidays, along with one more. Tech Guy, are you going to put those in the Etsy shop?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Cherry, in my video, I said I set an intention when I turned 40. That's true. Can you talk some more about that? How do you set an intention? Oh, I love that question. I'm glad you asked. I mean, I think you just, I'm a big believer in kind of that idea of, for me, my process is like, if I write something down, it helps me make it happen. So if you're setting an intention to be creative, it could be taking a minute to make that commitment to yourself in the morning, whether it's carving out time to write or paint. I know Susan, like you name it, like make music, whatever you want to create. But for me, I actually will write down in my journal. I journal pretty frequently, not always daily, but definitely a few times a week. I will write down I'll set a goal or an intention of what I want to accomplish. And the year that I turned 40, it was to publish my first mystery. So it can be that simple. It can literally just be taking a moment to write it down. It could be in a journal. It could be on your computer. It could be on your phone, in whatever way speaks to you, I guess. And then I think when we set an intention too, it kind of frees us to do it, right? Like, like, okay, this is what I'm doing. And then, the energy builds that way is what has been true for me. So I hope that you do that and report back if you do. That's awesome. Okay, speaking of my 50th, I am leaving next week with my bestie, who has planned the most incredible bookish mecca to London and then to Guernsey. So I am going to be. No, I can't believe it's happening. I'm so thankful that I'm healing, and I'm going to continue resting for the next chunk of time. So I'm going to be gone for the next few weeks, and said to the tech guy, well, I'm just going to take a social media break because I want to just fully immerse myself and be present and in the moment while we're traveling together. It's such a gift to get this much time with a friend who lives many states away, and we don't see each other very often anymore. And the tech guy decided on another plan. Would you like to discuss this? He's gone silent. Tech guy takeover. What?
I'm going. While she's gone, I'm going to take over her social media accounts, and then I'll be doing a live by myself on June 20th.
Oh my goodness! What are you going to do? Do I need to worry? Is it going to be Christmas?
No, it's it'll be really early in the morning for you, I guess, middle of the night, really. So
That's right. I wonder if I can hop on. That's
oh,
true.
no.
How many hours? Oh,
I don't know if you'll want
hilarious.
to. I have plans. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The tech guy is more famous than me. Come on.
No, sure, I don't know about that.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
Yeah. George is like, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Left to his own devices.
So,
my.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would actually love it if each of you could bring like 4 or 5 people and we set the live stream attendance record while she's not here. Because I will build the biggest trophy for myself.
You will lord that over me for the rest of my life. Don't do it.
And yes, we'll be talking beer. We'll be talking Christmas for sure. We'll be talking tech. We will 100% be talking aliens. I don't know if anybody's been watching the news, but we will be talking aliens for sure. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens.
It's definitely aliens.
Yeah, it's definitely aliens. Yeah, Star Wars, absolutely. It's going to be amazing.
Oh boy. Okay.
I've got plans, so I can't wait. I'm very much a behind the scenes guy, so this time I just decided, like, hey, let's go for it. So
okay.
Yeah. All the bells and whistles. Hopefully nothing goes wrong.
Well, I will be eager for the post report. Keep him in line.
Oh yeah, this is great. See, they're going to ask all these questions that you probably wouldn't answer, and I just might. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, no.
There are some things I probably won't answer, but yeah.
Oh, that's going to be so fun. Okay, I'm gonna have to see if I can somehow stream in. I know exactly.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I will see you all in July. Thanks for being the best bookish community on the planet. I love all of your faces. Thank you for all of your support as always, and for supporting each other and all the things. And more from me when I'm back from my bookish getaway, and have fun with the tech guy. On that note, happy reading. Good night.